Gluten. Here's the deal. A lot of people are saying, oh, gluten is the devil. Could gluten in your makeup pose a possible threat to people with celiac disease? Well, we actually have this article here, and researchers warned that people, if they have celiac disease, they should be aware that gluten not only comes in food products, but it could be lurking in their cosmetics. Now, 2 million or an estimated 2 million people, maybe more, have celiac disease. What happens when they consume gluten is their immune system attacks structures that line the small intestine. That's why you can get things like diarrhea, bloating, weight loss, fatigue, and pain. Of course, the only way to treat celiac disease is to avoid gluten, but who would have ever thought in cosmetics?
Well, it's creating a little bit of a stir here. You're not going to get a gluten reaction from the makeup per se. It does not get absorbed through the skin. Okay. The only way that you're going to have symptoms of gluten intolerance is if you get some on your lips, you lick some that's on your skin, then maybe you can show the signs.
But it's not always obvious, so let's call in an expert. We have Dr. Jorge Rodriguez join us on the phone. He's a top gastroenterologist. And Dr. Rodriguez, have you seen in your practice this gluten craze?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think there's a lot of, again, misinformation about that. People that are born with an insensitivity to gluten, what happens is when you ingest it, the body starts making antibodies against the gluten protein. That protein then incorrectly starts going against our intestine. And those people get really severe illness. They get, like you said, diarrhea, bloody diarrhea, weight loss, abdominal pain. So it's a disease that you're born with. But the truth is, not everybody should avoid gluten. That's a really good source of protein.
So say someone out there has gluten sensitivity, if they're suffering from celiac disease, does that mean they shouldn't wear lipstick? Because again, right now, you may not know, or is it really a matter of trial and error here?
Unfortunately, it isn't really being labeled as containing gluten because it is not a food product. You know, if it were me, I would probably contact the manufacturer of whatever brand they like and see if they can find out whether there's gluten in it or not. From my point of view, celiac disease can be so severe that if I were somebody who had celiac disease, I would not risk using any lipstick that contained gluten.
And I'm just going to say no to lipstick altogether. Yeah. Thank you so
Thanks,
much, Dr.
Jorge.
My pleasure, guys.
And this goes for any type of makeup you're using. People they'll have irritant reaction, allergic reaction. You could theoretically, if you swallow some of it and has gluten and you have celiac disease, have a reaction. So pay attention when you're using a new product. If you have a bad reaction, stop using it.